Dennis Carlson is a Swedish artist who has an array of amazing artwork, though he is most popular for his monstrous cartoon characters, which he creates as digital paintings. Dennis has the power to take a lovable character from our childhood and transform it into a living fever dream. If you'd like to follow him, links will be provided in the description. Number 15. Pikachu.
Oh, hi, Pikachu!
Pika.
It's also known as Electric Mouse. It's usually shy, but can sometimes have an electrifying personality.
I see what you mean.
From cosplay to painting, Pikachu is a common pursuit for fans. Dennis shared his version of Pikachu in July 2016, when Pokemon Go was at its peak. Captioned, "All this talk about Pokemon Go made me paint this." The photo has over 11,000 likes and is perhaps one of his most popular cartoon creations. The body of Pikachu is mostly the same as the original design, but his eyes are a glowing green surrounded by dark shadows. His claws are longer and sharper than usual, and his mouth is entirely different, gaping open the entire length of his torso. His mouth exposes several sets of sharp teeth and an intricate inner working that is either a very detailed throat or some type of digestive system. As drool drips from his threatening mouth, Pikachu faces the audience in a stance that shows he's ready to pounce at any second. Number 14. Shrek.
Back, Beast! Back! I warn ya!
Right.
This giant lovable green ogre came to life on the big screen in 2001. As everyone knows, Princess Fiona is also an ogre and manages to crack open Shrek's sweet side, though ogres are usually depicted as monsters that eat earwax. That somehow doesn't come close to the portrayal that Dennis created. His version of Shrek, which was posted to his Instagram account in July 2016, has dark hollow eyes, a serious underbite which exposes yellow teeth, giant arms which drag behind him, and a group of flies buzzing above his head. While the Shrek created for the DreamWorks film franchise still looks rather friendly and approachable, this brilliant recreation more accurately conveys how offsetting and nasty a real ogre would be. Number 13. Hades.
I've got 24 hours to get rid of this bozo. Well, the entire scheme I've been setting up for 18 years goes up in smoke, and you are wearing his merchandise!
The Disney film Hercules, released in 1997, brings fans into the world of Greek mythology through the use of a story of romance and heroism. While his character design was dark, it wasn't what you'd expect from the god of the underworld. Of course, Disney had to play it safe for children coming to view the movie. Dennis took on the character, and though he stayed close to the Disney depiction, he managed to display Hades for what he truly is. In this photo, also posted in July 2016, Hades still has hair made of blue flames, though they're more vibrant and expose his bald head beneath their glow. Additionally, he has gray wrinkled skin covered in liver spots and exposed veins. His lips are thinner, and his mouth exposes a set of sharp yellow teeth. His eyes are still hollow with red and yellow coloring, but the shadows are dramatized to make his stare less quirky and more soul-crushing. Dennis truly had an eye for what this dark deity needed. Number 12. Tigger.
The wonderful thing about Tiggers is Tiggers are wonderful things. The tops are made out of rubber, the bottoms are made out of strings. The bouncy, flouncy, flouncy, pouncy, fun, 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 fun. But the most wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one. I'm the only one.
A.A. Milne created Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Piglet, and various other characters in 1926. Dennis has reimagined several characters from the franchise, including Pooh, Tigger, and Piglet to name a few. First on the list, though, is Tigger. Obviously based off a tiger, is charismatic, full of energy, kind to all, and known for bouncing on his tail while singing catchy, lighthearted songs. Dennis, of course, took this fun character and added his own dark yet brilliant twist. Tigger has 4 spider-like eyes, wrinkled, red and inflamed skin, massive sharp claws, and instead of his usual bouncy tail, he has several curling tails which resemble tentacles. Additionally, at the end of each tail is a red swollen tip, which exposes a sharp claw-like horn. The creation, which takes characteristics from spiders, scorpions, and general monsters, also has a slightly grin as it looks upward adoringly. Even in this dark recreation, Tigger is still full of love. Number 11. Eeyore.
So are you happy, Eeyore?
No. But I sure do like this new tail. Thank you, Pooh.
Also from the world of Winnie the Pooh, Eeyore is the gray stuffed donkey. Poor Eeyore is always sad or gloomy. Though he is loved by his friends, he's in a constant state of poor me. In general, that's pretty dark for a cartoon character, but nevertheless he's a beloved member of the team. Over the years, he's become strangely popular compared to other characters. In September 2016, Dennis Carlson posted his reimagined Eeyore. Despite these recreations being so different from the original designs and showing a more monstrous side of beloved characters, Dennis clearly has a vast fan base that not only appreciates but loves his art. In this photo, Eeyore is covered in giant warts, has red bags under his droopy eyes, is tethered, aged, and worn all over, and has a huge split in his stomach which exposes an unpleasant sight. Number 10. Tweety.
I'm a tweet little bird in a deodorant cage. Tweety's my name, but I don't know my age. I don't have to worry, and that is that. I'm safe in here from that old putty cat.
This photo of Tweety was posted by Dennis in August 2016 and got over 10,000 likes. The reimagined Little Canary is one of his most popular reimaginings. It's hard to imagine this tiny helpless bird being turned into a disgusting monster, but Dennis proved fans wrong by providing his signature transformation. In this depiction, Tweety has giant feet with sharp claws, no feathers on his wings, which expose bone and hint at mange, wide red eyes, sharp teeth and an even sharper beak, and scraggly eyelashes as opposed to his usual adorable ones. Even with all these features, you can still see the innocent Tweety somewhere in the wreckage, which is a unique mark of Dennis Carlson's work. Number 9. Leonardo.
My name is Leonardo. My brothers look to me for leadership. If they ever need me, I'm always there for them.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a group of 4 turtle brothers which, after being mutated, were raised in the sewers and taught the art of ninjutsu. In this artwork, Leonardo is designed as a vicious mutant thirsty for justice, or with darker plans in mind. Dennis gave extreme detail to Leo's skin in this image, which makes it look aged and moist. Leo's eyes are red and intensify his harsh expression. His mask is skin tight and appears to be tethered from the years past. This creation looks a lot more like a sewer mutant than the original design, but it also makes Leo look less friendly and silly. Number 8. Stitch.
Hi.
Ow.
Lilo and Stitch is an animated Disney film in which a lonely girl obtains an alien as a friend in the film, and years after, Stitch is known for being an adorable ball of fur with wide precious eyes and a silly personality. In the depiction created by Dennis, he actually isn't much different. His ears are covered with holes, and his smile shows a set of needle-like teeth covered in scarlet. Overall, Stitch is still a small fluffy creature with adorable eyes. The fact that he is holding a human leg in which he has taken a bite of does change the tone though. His long claws grasp the detached leg as he stares forward at the audience. Number 7. Pooh Bear.
Congratulations, Pooh! You win the grand prize!
Thank you all ever so much.
Pooh is a chubby little bear, always after some delicious honey, who adventures through life with his friends. In July 2016, Dennis shared a different side of Pooh in this digital painting. The little cuddle bear stares forward with an intense expression. Wrinkles surround his bright red eyes. His abnormally wide mouth exposes sharp yellow and detailed teeth. Pooh's hand is covered in a red substance, which he pulls from a jar labeled honey. Clearly, the substance dripping from his paw is not your average honey. His signature red shirt is torn and dirty. In this creation, Pooh gives off a general vibe of stay away from me and whatever is in this jar. This image is another of Dennis's most popular with nearly 11,000 likes. Number 6. Minion. The Minions made their debut in 2010 when the first Despicable Me film was released. Most children are easily obsessed with the Minions, and even some adults find them adorable. So obviously, with such a weird obsession, the Minions are constantly being remastered or edited in fan art. Dennis Carlson gave it a shot in July 2016 with this truly monstrous adaptation of a Minion, sporting a usual Minion uniform and holding a banana. This little guy doesn't look too bad at first, however it doesn't take long to notice the coarse skin, sharp teeth, glowing red eye, and distorted body proportions. Actually, this Minion looks much more like the servant to a villain than the original creations do. Number 5. Quasimodo.
Good morning. Will today be the day? Are you ready to fly? You sure? Good day to try. Why, if I picked a day to fly, oh, this would be it. The Festival of Fools.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame was written by Victor Hugo in 1831. The classic tale follows an outcast named Quasimodo with a hunchback that lives in a cathedral. Dennis created a digital painting of Quasi which took nearly 3 hours. This appearance is even more unsettling than the original. Quasi has speckled, wrinkled, and acne-prone skin. His eyes are red and glazed over, as if from age. His severe overbite exposes sparse yellow and crooked teeth. Overall, poor Quasi is a detailed and grotesque work of art. The strangely sad part is that despite this even worse depiction, Quasi still has a gentle expression which makes you feel sorry for him. Though Dennis has uploaded speed paintings of almost all of his work, this video on Quasimodo is absolutely fascinating. Every little detail in Quasi's skin is shown in the footage. A link to the full video will be in the description. Number 4. Mickey Mouse. The first character from the mind of Walt Disney first hit the screen in November 1928 and has since become the mascot for the Disney franchise. When it comes to fan art, Mickey is a common character that is recreated in various ways. However, the way Dennis reimagined this friendly mouse is unlike most. Mickey is usually a smiling, dancing, and overall sporting friend of all. In this creative remake though, he is the exact opposite. He has sharp, rotten teeth, giant claws, wide open red eyes, and bubbly, rough skin. He also has a bite out of one of his ears, and his clothes and fur is tethered all over. Basically, this Mickey looks as though he's ridden with mange or rabies and is ready to hunt his beloved fans. Number 3. Sully. The ironic thing about this artwork is that Dennis took a monster and made it even more monstrous. Monsters, Inc. is a 2001 Disney film and instant classic. Being a Disney movie, the monster depictions are not bad at all. In fact, Sully, who is the best monster in the factory, is just a big fluffy teddy bear, which even attracts him the name Kitty. Dennis knows the true form of a monster and recreated Sully in October 2016. In his masterpiece, Sully has long horns which slightly curl above his head, his eyes are glowing red, he has a massive mouth with teeth all pulled together, with a threatening expression and growl. This monster is far from a kitty, and really embodies what it means to be a monster. Number 2. Totoro. My Neighbor Totoro is one of the many masterful creations by Ghibli Studios. Released in 1988, the film follows two young girls as they adventure with the spirit of the forest, Totoro, a large fluffy hamster-like creature that can fly. The light-hearted plot and magical artwork brings this film to life and has attracted fans for decades now. Of course, there's been rumored lore that Totoro was actually the god of the afterlife, which gave this film a dark undertone. For those that rewatched it after reading the rumors, with this unpleasant story in mind, the transformation created by Dennis is even more offsetting. In this creation, Totoro has inflamed and infected skin in several places, including around his eyes and on his lower body. His bright red eyes bulge out of his face, and his giant teeth protrude out of his mouth. He also has what looks like a boil near his belly, and strings of unidentified yellow goop stretching from the ground. This speed painting video is also another great one in the many uploads by Dennis Carlson. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you've ever been curious as to what I look like in real life, then follow me on Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT with underscores instead of spaces. I also have a Twitter at YT_chills where I post video updates. I'd really appreciate it if you followed me, and feel free to send me a DM if you have any questions or suggestions. If you'd like to see more of these videos in the future, then hit that subscribe button because we upload new countdowns every Tuesday and Saturday. Number 1. SpongeBob.
I'm ready! 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 I'm ready!
Everyone born after 1995 can probably scream this theme song at the top of their lungs. SpongeBob SquarePants, a living sponge that lives in a pineapple under the sea, is the absolute epitome of innocence, ignorance, eagerness, and kindness. In fact, SpongeBob is so kind and ignorant that he doesn't even know his neighbor loathes him. Through silly adventures and subliminal life lessons, SpongeBob has a special place in the heart of many kids, teens, and even adults. He has even marked his territory when it comes to memes. It seems like every year there's a new SpongeBob meme that is better than the last, and with such simple character design, he's another great example for artists to recreate. Dennis Carlson probably wins the award for most upsetting SpongeBob recreation though. The artwork is a masterpiece, but seeing the beloved sponge in such a gross state almost makes fans a little sad. SpongeBob seems to be made out of actual sea sponge, which gives him a coarse body that is aesthetically unappealing. His large eyes are red and glazed as they bulge out of his head towards the viewer. He basically doesn't have lips, so his rotten teeth and raw gums are visible. To tie everything together, SpongeBob has pink tentacles sprouting out of his body in every location. Though SpongeBob's innocence was completely ruined in this creation, it's still a masterpiece that shows a unique and magnificent view of a beloved character. Links to both Dennis Carlson's Instagram and YouTube are provided in the description. If you like these nightmarish creations, be sure to check out his original characters and other artworks. Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe because we upload new countdowns every Tuesday and Saturday. Or if you're still not convinced, here are some of our other videos that I think you'd like. Enjoy!